Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the Find the King of Game on Azubu. That is just our last match, the last best of 3 encounter of the day, and you can see how Infused and Enso are just feeling each other out. They're finally gonna let it go and jump at each other's throats, and that's actually going to be Team Infused picking up the knife round on their own map of choice on Inferno, so it surely is quite big for them. So countdown is on towards the piss round, and I'm definitely expecting this map to go the way of the British team, but we'll see. This far we had two O's, two clean sweeps by Enso and Infused, so this time we might have an extremely evened out match. Would be good to see it, and we'll have to find out ourselves as we jump into the game. Enso surely should be unhappy that they lost their knife round, as that is an important part of this map, Inferno, after so many changes, after so many balance changes basically, and the whole remake of Train is one of the most CT sided maps out there actually right now, but it can just as well be T sided if a team knows how to play it real well on that terrace side. As Spud's finding the headshot on towards Films, and will have a one-man advantage in favour of Infused right off the bat. And there's only 2 Kevlars for Infused, so they're not going for the safety first. Gonna be a little bit of a payment from the Raid Snake as he goes down to Little. Peggy coming up close alongside with Reason, and we've got one man jumping into the construction site at the same time. Enso, as they lose one man, they just decide to fall back towards the middle again, and yeah, they wrap around here and there and just trying to confuse Infused as much as possible. One man inside bomb site A and one inside the Archers connector at the moment. That's going to be a tough fight for the state A's, but if Reason gets that headshot, it's going to be great. And Foking is the last man standing in a 1v3. Getting the bomb planter would be the best thing that he can do at this stage, and he's just still going to go for the fight against Spuds. Rotates around towards the short, and it might even be that he's still going for bomb site B right here with 35 seconds left on the clock. He can definitely make it. Reason takes a peek at the same time. Peggy is also going to take a peek, and that's going to be Reason all alone in a 1v1 right now, as he's left all alone by his dead teammates, down to 23 HP. Foking will want to find that finisher with 20 seconds left on the clock. He's rotating over towards B, might just have it. That is a great risk taken. And there is Spuds coming in from behind now. You'll find out the bomb site A is completely clear, and wow, Foking would still clutch this round. That would be outstanding, but he's got to hit the headshot right away when Spuds gets there, I'm sorry. So gonna pick up a very aggressive position for a split second, then turns away again. We'll hear the enemy coming in. Oh, he got spotted, and that should be the round going the way of Infused right now. Well, he still gets that headshot I was talking about, and that's Enso with a huge clutch on the pistol. What a round from Foking. Oh my goodness. That is the Russian team already setting a great pace in this match. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe this match is finally going to be evened out, and it's surely looking like it. Right. 5-7s for Team Infused mostly. There's one P250 out there too, and there'll be the CT slightly on the back foot, of course. Red Snake down to 27 from the start, but the round slows down from that moment on. It'll have 2 people on Banana from Enso. They're pushing in. Little might get obliterated out here easily. There's Peggy with an instant headshot himself. And instantly after, Foking is just gonna hell away from that and run towards his teammates around the middle. Now they will have the numbers advantage surely. One man starts rotating from B to A, and it's still going to be a 4-on-3. Still at least one man advantage in favour of Enso. Reason is waiting right in front of that Archer's connector. Oh, he got spotted out, but then gets the headshot on Arrow. And that is big. It's going to be Spuds also picking up Films, and now a 2v3 with, well, Peggy down to 11 HP with Red Snake down to 27. It still might be quite an easy round for Enso. And there we go. Peggy picks up a Galil for himself. It's getting quite tough for the Russian team out here, but at the end of the day, there's the 2v1 of a 2v4. And so, definitely still able to take this one home. And as Peggy already found that Galil, he'll just decide to save it up. I mean, it's just the second round, so next up is going to be a pure eco for the British team. So just like that, they will have a Kevlar, a 5-7 for one of the players, and a Galil for Peggy still, so doesn't have to be too bad.
Terrorists win.
Here we go. Round number 3, 2-0 in favour of Enso, and that is probably going to be another easy round for them, but we'll see. Peggy holds on to his 5-7, which is quite weird, as Pods buys up a deagle for himself, and yeah, we've got 3 people out of Infused playing with their basic pistols. They just, every single time you see somebody saving a rifle on a force buy with pistols, then he just drops the pistol to one of his teammates to make it a little bit more viable. But just like that, seems kind of confusing to me, but anyway. He's 2-0 in favour of Enso, and it's still looking like Enso will pick this round up anyway. There we go, some good spray down from Peggy, but then afterwards he still has to go down, so only 1 frag goes his way with that weapon from the previous round. There's Reason pulling the trigger of the USP a couple times, trying to inflict a little bit of damage, but still, here's going to be Enso with a massive lead. Go, little with the finishers. Now nothing will be saved up anymore. But it's suicides with an HE for no reason, as the enemy's already died. He's going to be 3-0 in favour of Enso. Out here, Russian team will now be facing off against that full buy of the British team. There's Arrow with a good headshot. Spuds walks straight into the enemy's crosshair. And Infused might have a full buy right here, but it might also not be so good, as Enso will be trying to crush them as quickly as possible. And Enso, I mean, it's the T side of Inferno, and they're already picking up the pace so much. They got the pistol round. Okay, that was beautiful clutch from Foking, but it looked like still Infused will still have a little bit of an advantage throughout the future rounds. But once again, we've got an entry frag for Enso, and it is a 5v4. They look even kind of scared. Alright, Red Snake with a headshot on Focus to even the things out a tiny bit, but he's down to 22 HP, so he's got to find himself a little bit more secure spot. Little and Art. The frags of their own and bomb site is completely conquered. Oh. Reason picking him off rather than him doing anything out there around the CT spawn. Reason and Boaster remaining on the battlefield. And well, Infused are just trying to fall back towards bomb site A to save some weapons up, and Films was already out there, but surprise, surprise, an instant headshot towards him, and that's going to be a 2-on-2 situation remaining. There's Arthur with a headshot on Boaster. Arthur will be looking for the second frags. He knows what Reason is. Reason shooting straight towards short. He's got to reload his weapon, or he won't have a lot of ammo, actually. Art, once again, at the end of the day, still dies, so... that's unlucky. previously blew himself up with a HE, now goes down to a guy that was not even supposed to do anything at the end of that round time. Here we are, Reason with 1 and with 2, and he's now falling back, and he's quite fine, but still it's just the only weapon that they've got. A little Invoker was again a 2v4 situation to pick up by Enso. Do they have what it takes? That's going to be Reason and both pushing straight at the enemies, and at this time I believe it's going to be Infused, finally taking around home. Here we go. One for it. And now Enso are missing a couple of weapons here and there. Surely Art will be missing one. This guy is just dying way too often. The AWP in the hands of Spuds, but Little's also got one. And in a direct battle, I think the Little will still come out on top. Those Spuds had his good shots against Atlantic. Round's quite slow. The Deagles are trying to find some entry damage. Not much is happening just yet. He's just waiting around the corner, and he's not even going to get to meet Little. And that's the Red Snake easily finding the kill. He finds another one, and Poking is now completely caught in the middle of nowhere. You could see him looking left and right, not knowing what to do. And Red Snake is going to find another kill. Poking finally to beat him, but that's way too late. Peggy up close. He's got Poking. He's going to get that kill. Both are at the same time. Finished off Arrow. It will be 4-2 in favor of Enso, but Infused now picking up 2 rounds in a row. Tech 9 for Foking, P250s for the rest of the team, and Films will be playing with a Glock. Oh, there's one man peeking in the middle, and that might be very dangerous for Reason, but we managed to survive. Now Son on 1 coming up from the stairs, and he's going to push into the apartments, gets the headshot on both sides, picks up the weapon. Instantly that AK might do a lot. 3 completely fly by the flashbang. He's got to fall down finally, but well, still getting that frag before dying was a big thing, and Spuds with a triple. Very quick hopping up there, quick reaction to what was happening around the apartments, then still even flicks towards the arches. Get another frag, and the last man standing is Films, and he's got to walk straight into Spuds' crosser, but he manages to come out victorious at this fight, which is definitely surprising. Films 1v2. Got the bomb. Doesn't have a Kevlar though. Go for the plants. Enemies are up close, but not close enough to stop him from doing that. There's Films already spotted out. On top of that, there's an incendiary, so he cannot move because he'll be killed. He cannot stay where he is because he'll be killed. So that just winds up to around 4 team Infused. But actually, the bomb got planted, so Enso will have a little bit of additional money. That's it. A full buy on both sides. No AWP available for Enso, but a while ago Films already proved how he can beat Spuds, so would be quite useful. Red Snake with a double kill of his own. And then Infused once again are picking up a big lead. Falcon spraying through the smoke, but he will get caught off guard by Peggy, or actually not. That's quite nice. Breaks through to the side. He's got some support from Films. Now we've got Reason, Boaster, and Spods in a 3v2 situation. And put them in an extremely easy spot, but definitely is favourable. Okay. Behind the second boxes, and there's an incendiary immediately after towards the new boxes. So luckily for him, he avoided that completely. There's a good spray down now. Boaster knew exactly where the enemy was, but there's Films also to be taken care of, and Enso helping each other out. Great tag team play. Oh, there we are on to 5-3 in favour of Enso. Red Snake pulls the trigger with the AWP on Banana. Got completely blinded. There was a risk of him taking care of, but manages to get away towards the site. And on the way back, he actually took one frag home. He's 5-3 in favour of the Russian team. And even though Team Infused are picking up a couple rounds here and there, it's still the advantage on the wrong side. Inferno, Infused map of choice, the better side of Inferno, and they're on the back foot. Kinda seems unreal. An advantage in favour of Infused, and so kind of staggered by that blow, definitely. They overwhelmed Red Snake on Banana, but he still took a kill. Didn't really have happened. Films jumps into the pit. There's one more man in there, and he definitely was not expecting that. So Reason finds even a double kill. All the yards left on the battlefield, and Enso might have picked up a round. This will be their economy breaker. 5-4 and a pure recall, I would assume, from Enso. But we'll see if they decide to force it up or not. Well, they've got a big advantage already, so there's no rush. They don't have to force it up, and that is a reckless idea to go for the Kevlar and helmets for some people. But yeah, they're just going to go for Kevlar and helmet for Little, which also is a reckless idea because Little has to be saving up for an AWP, and in the meantime, he brings himself down to 1,400, so the lowest amount of money in the whole team. Anyway, seems like Infused will be picking up the equalizer. From then on, they should have the lead finally. It's supposed to be on this map, but already Enso, they have got their 5 rounds on the T side of Inferno, and that's already good. They probably will get a couple more at some point, so they're looking real good. They might be trying to beat Infused out here. They're running into arches, nobody covering that angle, but Reason throws in a perfect flashbang, and that's going to blind all 3 enemies out there. Films finally to get the kill there. That's only a 1-for-1, which surely doesn't favour Infused in that situation. The terrorists will have a little bit of a lead, but Bo's still with a double kill to stop them completely, poking in a great spot. He's going to go down to Spuds, so nothing can stop Infused right now from winning this round. There's Arrow still with the Tech 9, still in the corner, trying to survive as long as possible. Gets one more frag, but only that one more frag makes this round kind of work for Enso. 2 kills on a half force buy. I don't even know how to call it. Some people brought up on an economy equalizer, so to speak, rather, because everybody bought up who had more money than 1,400 just to bring themselves to the 1,400. So okay. 2 kills are going to be quite okay, and we'll have to wait for the British team to stop Their TeamSpeak issues. We'll be jumping into the game again. Fall by, of course, for Team Infused, and so still with not a lot of money. The result was 6-5 in favour of the British team. Without further ado, well, getting dire for Enso, but surely that one more round has to be coming at some point, and with 5, it's already a lot. And 6, they'll put Infused in a pretty uncomfortable spot, and then just winning the pistol round for Enso will already give them the equaliser. Would be 9-9 on the CT side for them. And yeah, surely just winning the pistol round, first of all. For them, the scoreline that they have at the moment, Foking at the top of the standings with 12-1-7, or 4 of these frags he took in the pistol round. Actually at the top of the standings in the whole server, not only in his own team, alongside with Reason, who's also sitting on 12 kills, but has 1 assist more. No. He's not quite there yet. Foking, he's got to get up a little bit more. Alright, Enso deciding to go for AKs, like a Galil. And 2 people will be playing with pistols and Kevlars, and Foking have another Galil. Alright, so only little down to a PT50 Kevlar helmet. And here we go, Spuds taking a peek right away. Wow, he knew exactly where to look for the enemy and got a clean headshot right away. That's huge. Oh, AWP for Spuds, the rest of the team with M4 UNSEs, and 1-man advantage for the British team. And so, trying to take bomb site A, they've got the bomb in the apartment, and that's actually a little bit of an issue right here. I mean, 3 of them pushing through to the arches towards the CT spawn, and what about Films? He's left all alone. Poking will go down to Red Snake, so he won't be picking up the stats anymore. Just Films caught off by an incendiary in the apartments that it was supposed to be in, so kinda directing the enemies into the CT spawn towards bomb side B, but no, that's not working. Boaster with a headshot on towards Arrow, and Films is still caught off. And there's a smoke additionally out there. Boaster already spotted out. And Films is looking for that kill, and he's finally going to get it. But Reason at the same time picked off right, and now that's Films up against 3 people. 2 up close, 1 more who will be joining his teammates in just a while. There we go, 6-5 in favour of Infused. And once again, pistols only for Enso. Oh, what a touchdown from Red Snake. Definitely going to be Art kind of annoyed. Still got the most kills in the server yet. Deaths rather, I'm sorry. 11 deaths on Art. Second right behind him is Arrow on 10. And if he dies this round, then he's going to be on par with his teammates. At least something. And so they'll go down completely, leaving the enemies unscathed out here. 7-5 in favour of Team Infused. They're going for that dream scoreline, 10-5 after starting off quite weak in this first half of Inferno. Well, we'll see. Molly thrown in. Oh, Red Snake. Seemed like something was wrong with his connection or PC or whatever. Seemed like he was AFK. Luckily for the team, he's not. Odds and little with AWPs. Finally a 4x for Enso, a thing that we've not seen for a long time, but Infused proving time and time again that it doesn't matter if it's a 4x or an eco. Got what it takes to beat Enso out here up. Snake up close to a smoke, and he's done that once already, so will be dangerous, and Pokin already knows exactly where the enemy is to take that frag home. And then he even got hit point blank by an HE and just went down to 61 HP. That's quite awkward, and Team Infused don't do a lot of damage out there. Art's the unluckiest guy of this map, down to 32 HP. All the frag and spuds, and 5-on-3 picked up. There's one more guy in the site. Pokin will go down. That's Peggy with 1 with 2. Peggy is still alive, and a bomb site B, and it's not yet taken. And some might be having some more issues. There's Peggy with a triple kill to drop the bomb additionally. And when finally Little got a chance of spotting the enemy out and putting him down, he had a grenade in his hands. Throws in the incendiary to put Peggy right into his crosshairs, and that's finally going to work out for them, but they don't have the time, and that's Infused with another round. What a massacre! Enso got completely destroyed by just one man. Peggy should be so proud of himself. Once again, Peggy with the first kill of the round, Pokin to just die right away without doing anything, and so scraping it up for another 4x, but one man down once again. It's not going to be easy at all. And Infused kind of wake-up call, I guess, was right there for them. They lost 5 rounds on the CT side right away, and it used to be an advantage for Enso. It used to be 5-4 or even worse. So they just pick up their A game and not giving a chance to the enemy team at this stage. Out. 4 is still on, and it's 35 seconds left on the clock, and then so once again the previous round was lost to the time running down. This round will not be lost like that, as Reason just steps it up and gets a double kill, then allows Spuds to get another one, and Archer's down to 78 HP and will have to die himself. 9-5 in favour of Team Infused. The last round of the first half should be fairly easy, and so don't have a lot of money. They will just go for a rifle straight without too many grenades. Campfires and rifles. Little will have an HE and a flashbang, and Films just steps down to a pistol to play with a full set of grenades. I want to see Art finally stepping it up, because this guy got to be so demotivated already. Oh. There's Foking and Little on banana. Waiting for now. Foking is on the cart. Ha! Previously, Foking picked off Red Snake through the smoke. Now Red Snake is like willing to return the favor. Red Snake with some huge headshot on towards Little, and he just keeps that part in check. Oh, he fails with a great headshot on towards Spuds and picks up a weapon for himself alongside with that still nearly full set of grenades. So not too bad, but one man disadvantage. Oh, but just take a look at Infused. He's still lingering around bomb site A. They think that it's just a little bit of a fake again. Well, be Red Snake, though, with a good frag towards Film to shut him down completely. Arrow with a frag and bait to clean up the site. And Red Snake down to 16 HP, just one shot to bring him down. There you go. That's a 2v2 situation from now on. The bomb is being planted. Two people coming in from Banana. Arrow might not be expecting that, but he'll be finding one kill and hides around the cab again and will get away from there even. Down to 15 HP. Boats are down to 29 on the other side of Banana. And that will be... Arrow just waiting for the enemy. At the end of the day, Boaster is expecting the enemy to be out there. And Art up against Boaster. Boaster spots the enemy out, but just as he was changing his angle of approach. So 9-6 it is. And Enso getting that 6th round at the very ending. It was already extremely tight for them. And the pistol round is on. As I said, it still remains pretty much valid. If they just win the pistol, if Enso win the pistol, it's back to 9-9, and from then on it should be an easy win for them. They don't make any horrible mistakes. Here we go. Here's a lot of decoys thrown over to bomb site A by the terrorists. And nothing else. Two people still up close to apartments. One of them went down already as Peggy, Brown, and so a little bit of a lead in their hands. It's going to be Art still looking for the headshots, but he misses out the shots. And that's going to be Art finally putting Red Snake down. Spots then goes down smoking. And the CTs are rotating in towards B. But Films is still going to take control of that apartments area. And only reason remains of the battlefield down to 42 HP and a 1v5. What? A nice round for Enso out here. And Foking, previously, he had to pick up a quad kill single-handedly to be able to take it home. This time, his teammates are stepping it up so much. Be very grateful for that. Not going to be such a struggle anymore. There we go, Tech 9's all over the place. Team Infused, they're trying to run down bomb side B. They find one frag, they will pick up one weapon, and that's a P19, and additionally they will have a FAMAS for themselves, and the bomb is planted in a 3v3. Quite a sudden rush from Team Infused, massively surprised the enemies, and it's going to be quite nice. That's how they have to do it. One man or two men even in construction sites. Bud's already spotted out down to 12 HP and will go down. That's Arrow picking up a little bit of a lead for the teammates. There's Arrow with another one. And only Boaster remains, and he's even shooting out with one man out there with Little with a PT-50 in the construction. While the two other CTs are just running into the site, starting to defuse the bomb, chilling. And so that's 9-8. Team Infused with a great rush in the beginning of the round. They got the bomb planted, so that also gives them something, but wasn't a victory. Be quite unhappy about that, and they once again want to go for bomb side B. Art receives a headshot right away, and 16 HP. Foking is just spraying through the smoke, but he's not hitting too many shots out there, and the bomb is being planted. Foking even tags his own teammate who was low in the first place, so Enso down to 8 HP on one of the members of the team. The other one is there on 100% HP, and still it's going to be Little and Foking with more frags, and once again the bomb gets planted by Team Infused, but that was another force buy, so all the money they earned in the previous round, they wasted right here, and they're just once again going to get the bomb planted, so they are still in the same spot in terms of economy. And that's going to be 9-9 as Enso are under the fuse. That's still 5 men left alive. Even though that quick headshot landed on towards Art, he still survived. And it will be the equalizer. Peggy and Red Snake losing a lot of health. There's reason there with a great headshot on towards Little. That will be very useful for Team Infused. You need frags like these. This is the first full buy, so might actually turn out that Infused will obliterate Enso here on the T side still, but after the pistol, after the third round into this half, it definitely does not look like it. But Infused definitely had a very easy time taking the sites, and that is also quite important. Film spots out the enemy but doesn't find the kill. Red Snake down to very low HP, actually 1 single point of health in the apartments. Zarro taking a peek, finding the kill, easily falling back towards the site. Now the enemies know exactly where he is, but it will still be a tough start in the situation for them. Tough task to pick him off, and Film survives a little bit longer. Help Arrow out. And Foking with a double kill to step in to close out the round for his team. 10-9 in favour of Enso. Now that's becoming to look real good for the Russian team once again. But they had the advantage on the T side too. And wound up to Team Infused still making it back. So that's big. You with a headshot on Little. Now he's looking for even more headshots, but that's not going to be too easy. And Spuds gives him that headshot with his own Tech 9. Snake takes a peek. Here and there, he's got one man, and the enemy team manages to get the headshot on Folk. That's actually really impressive to still, in a 1v2, find 1 kill after such a long shootout. Only reason remaining out there, and he doesn't even have the bomb, so no idea what he's doing around bombs, I'd say, but definitely nothing successful. Arrow throws in a good HE. Who's will not see too much just like that. And here we go, Arrow with a good fragger towards Red Snake. The enemies were not expecting him right there, but Pods lands the shot towards Little, and Little, he's struggling. This map is definitely not his comfort zone. On 3 in favour of Team Infused. Finally, a little bit of an advantage picked up by the British team. Might lead them to a round victory. First round, the second half. .45 seconds left on the clock, and Team Infused seems like they will be going for bomb site B, where there's only Art. Might be a tough situation for him. Throws in an incendiary. Will be waiting for the support of his teammates and runs back into the site. That's definitely a smart move. Oh, Peggy receives a lot of damage but doesn't go down. Still very important. Another incendiary out there, and both still lose a lot of health. He gets away from there just in time. Token will find the kill on Peggy, and Bosa prolongs his play down through. Look for Art, but he's not going to get it. And there's the Orpa. Spawns up close with the first shot, but he'll go down. Art is still alive and somehow survives. Reason getting so close. I think the Reason ran out of ammo at that moment. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been possible for him to not get that kill. And this is 12-9 in favour of Enso. What a round, and Art even survives it all. Arrow with a headshot on Reason. Both start to return quickly enough, so Oh, not the end of the world for Team Infused, especially as they get that easy kill on poking. They do with a good spray down. Alright. B here and there. And he will get spotted by Red Snake first. And Little in films now. Miracles did happen in the previous round, but I don't think that they've got a chance to take this one home. With a frag on towards Red Snake, but oh, Spot's taking a peek, and I think he spotted Little's head for a split second out there, but he didn't even notice. Bomb ticking down, and will surely go off right now, so Infused at least picking up the double digits. Helms out, finds another frag, and it's still not going to be ideal in terms of economy for the British team, of course. They just save up 2 rounds off of this. 2 weapons off this round, and more will be bought up. And if they die, and if Enso take this round home, then pistols await them. Only 1 man with, or actually, well, you have the 4,000 left still. Nope, the most that they have is 1,650. So if they lose, the most they will have it will be 3,050, unless they get some kills, of course, in this man. But yeah, basically, is the only have a possibility of buying up 2 rifles next up if they lose right now, so they better not lose. Once again, the time is ticking. Infused, cut off by the smokes, and this time Enso are not really getting very aggressive, so that's definitely going to pay out. Previously Foking, for instance, he got sprayed down through the smoke. This time he's hiding around the corner, so there's no possibility of it happening. And seems like bomb site A will this time be the target. And so have nothing to do out there on B. Little with the first frag out. Red Snake goes down, then spots them both with some great kills of their own. Now Film's already got spotted out in the pits, and he managed to bring it to a 2v3 for his teammates. Art and Poking, do they have a chance of taking this one home? Well, if Art comes back to his previous match mode, then definitely. But this match he's not been too impressive. The only round that he got a very big streak of kills was based off of mistakes of the enemies. So the bomb is ticking down, and Team Infused will be picking up 2 rounds in a row. Now Enso's economy might be getting real bad. Only Foking trying to save up that M4A4. Got a pause from Team Infused for a second, but yeah, the Russian team should not have a lot. Well, Films has got $13,000. 14,600. To be more exact, Little's got a little bit of something. Will still probably be another full buy for Enso if they decide to force it up, as Falcon's got 1 rifle, so they don't probably want to waste it. Team Infused, 1 round away from getting the equalizer, and they won 2 rounds in a row, and this time will actually be an eco for Enso if they lose. So that's going to be the game breaking round. Waiting to see what Infused decide to do this round. We'll have an AWP available for Spuds. And Spuds has also been picking it up this time. I definitely expected Little to completely destroy his enemy. The opening duels, after seeing what Little can do in the previous match, but also seeing what Art could do in the previous match, it was quite nice. But right now, both of them not performing so good. Little definitely a little bit better than Art. Oh well. Judging by the scoreboards, Little is doing worse, but of course Little is playing with an AWP, so he's got less opportunities if he gets picked off right away. And that's exactly what's happening. He's losing the fights against Spuds every single time. And he's battling it against some other people that of course he can find a kill or two before going down, but still he's not doing the essential thing. Not carrying the team to victory like previously. Now Little will be aiming at Banana. We'll find the frag on Peggy. My good, but then waiting for him, we've got Spuds once again, and we'll see if finally Little can win that fight. But actually we won't, so he's falling back up the speedway and towards bomb site A, where we've got one casualty on the terrace side already. We've got reasons. Sorry. One frag for Infused player. When they change the nicknames one time, it slips your mind. Okay, who it is? It's Reasons. One man advantage in favour of Enso. Finally, the Russian team seems slightly in the lead. Foking was aiming straight at Banana, and luckily for him, decides to turn away from there because the AWP is already coming in. Spuds out there. Incendiary to stop Infused for a little bit longer, and Foking will not be peeking anymore. It's just about the time at this stage, 35 seconds left on the clock. With Hoking and Art and bomb site B, and the push is coming. Boaster, Spuds, and Reason. That's going to be quite tough. I mean, Spuds with an AWP up close, there's not a big possibility of him doing anything. So he had the bomb, and his task was to plant it, but Poke and Art both peak at the same time. They get that triple very easily. So 13-11 in favour of Enso. On the enemy's map of choice, on the CD side of Inferno, that is beginning to look real nice out here. This arrow with a headshot on towards Spuds. Tart with a double from the other side, and Enso just close the enemies out completely on that Banana. Poking him will be coming from behind, but he's a little bit late in that. And it's back to a 2-1-3, which actually Infused can still win. Reason and Red Snake are already up close on Banana. That's going to be Little pulling the trigger and hitting the shot, but not getting the frag just yet. Alright, now finally making a move. Got a Reason going down just to do that. A Red Snake all alone. He's got the bomb at least, so if he breaks through that one single defender or bomb site, hey, he might get it planted. Films easily takes the frag with just a USB still, so alright. Tech Nine's all over the place for Infused. We've got 1p to 50 additionally, and it's overall just not looking favourable at all. Alright, with a headshot on Red Snake. And Reason taking a peek from the boiler. He did manage to do a little bit of damage, but still, it's just Reason remaining on the battlefield. Both so with the only frag this round, 15-11 in favour of Enso. They just need one more. The 2 AKs, a Tech 9, a Deagle, and a Glock. That's all that Team Infused can afford this round. Finally, little picks of Spods. He comes out on top in a fight against this man, but this time Spods did not have an AWP. 3-on-3 situation, and still there is a possibility for Infused to take this one home, but Spoken, they're going to crash against him. Actually, Reason beats him. I just cannot stick to singular, it seems. Boaster will go down to the grenade. He didn't have a Kevlar. Now Reason is left in a 1v2 situation. It's all right around the corner. He spots just a piece of the enemy's body and pulls the trigger instantly, but does not get the headshot. Going to be Films coming in with support for his teammates, and Reason is not expecting 2 people to be out there, but he's speaking to CT. That was the moment of Films turned around. It's going to be Films closing out the map. 60-11 in favour of Enso. On Infused map, that is quite big, and we'll see how it goes further on the overpass. So, as I said, when we were watching the veto process, that kind of surprise map out here. This best of 3 series, I just really don't know how it will go right here, but Enso definitely must have had an idea behind it, and they went for the pick. So, we'll just see how it ends up going. As Enso right now pick up the 1 map advantage over Infused. Very impressive victory against the British team on the British team's map of choice. So congratulations, and we'll be seeing our next map in about 5 minutes. In the meantime, make sure to take part in a giveaway for Razor Goliathus Speed Edition and Razor Death Adder Chroma. You just have to follow It's Game on GG on Facebook and Twitter, and also follow the channel right here on Azubu to get put into the giveaways pool and have a chance to win that awesome equipment from Razor.